All right.
Okay,
Okay.
let me start rolling on my side. La 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 la. This is Josh. Oh no, there are no waveforms.
Oh no. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I'm just not recording correctly.
This is
And it's
everyone's
set to the
favorite.
wrong microphone. Microphone
Dang,
check.
everything's
Yeah.
set wrong.
This is Josh. I am recording for The Last of Us season 1, episode 4.
You do anything fun this weekend, Josh?
Was there a weekend?
I don't know. What day is it? Wednesday?
I have had a cold for so
Ugh.
like a minor, barely problematic thing. There's just been enough that sort of like it disappears and then comes back, but it's constantly there.
Yes. Yesterday morning, I had this insane, super strong sneeze. And then immediately I was like, oh God, I'm sick. Not because I sneezed, but because
Mhm.
I automatically felt my body being like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And but it was fine. I think it was just a bad sneeze.
Yeah. Sometimes like my sort of early warning sign for am I actually sick or not is I feel like a kind of weird feeling behind my eyes.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
that's like, uh-oh,
Ooh.
something's afoot. Anyway, whatever. No, long story short, I did not do anything fun this weekend. Thanks for asking. Did you do anything fun? I know that you did a live podcast event.
I mean, I wasn't fishing for questions, but yes, I did, and it was super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did your show go? And did you witness other shows that you thought were awesome?
Well, I was kind of at the mercy of what I was doing, so I wasn't able to stick around, but our show went well. I got I got to talk about some stuff, talk about all the recent UFO stuff that's been happening in the past year or so. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the federal government being like, hey, maybe there are UFOs, that kind of
Oh
thing?
no, that's old news, Josh.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about all the sightings in the past year that have been on like TikTok, and it's been crazy, especially in
Uh,
Chile and
really?
Vegas. Yeah.
Chile and Vegas.
Hmm.
Interesting.
It's a really good footage of a guy like walking out of a strip club and everyone's looking into the sky and it's really low and lots of colors and it's fun. Anyway,
Aren't there like a lot of colors in the sky in Las Vegas for lots of reasons?
not above a street. It
No,
was,
like, have you been to Las Vegas?
yes. I mean, these are people that live in Las Vegas. They know the difference.
Okay.
It's
All
fine,
right.
Josh. It was reflecting light.
Oh. So that was proven not to be a UFO.
Nobody knows what it was. It was Christmas Eve. It just happened.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Hey, should we clap this in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ow, ow. What's up, guys? Go ahead. No,
Do you want
I
to do
forgot.
it? Do it.
No, I
Do it.
forgot the rest. That's all I remember.
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are here today to talk about The Last of Us, season 1, episode 4. We're going to spoil the shit out of it. So if you don't want it spoiled, watch it first. Listen to us now. We are here.
Welcome back. Is that what I'm
Dude,
doing?
what'd you think of this episode?
Oh boy, I fucking love this show so much.
It's pretty
Like
good. It's pretty
I
goddamn good.
I don't think it can do anything badly in my eyes, even if everyone else thinks it's bullshit. It's so good that I convinced myself to take out the game again and start playing it over again.
Oh, wow.
So good. And you know what? I think I might have been wrong about Marlene saying that she was terrifying in the game. I don't know. I skipped over that part. But
Okay.
But then, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go past that. But yes, it's so good. What do you think, Josh?
I was totally into it. First of all, now we have Melanie Linsky as a character in
Yes.
this show, and I think she's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, she is.
Ellie and Joel are really getting put through it. And like, I dig everything that happened in this episode. It's a real fuck it, let's just jump in. Like,
Yeah, completely.
the
I would
first,
like to say, hold up. I would like to
yeah,
say,
yeah,
I'm seeing
yeah.
a lot of people complain online that like there were no zombies or clickers or whatever anyone wants to call them in the last episode. I'm like, yeah, of course not. And I don't think there were any in this one either. You guys, that's not what this show is about. This is not what the game is about. This is the reason why this is happening, but it's not the sole purpose.
Well, who knows what the show will do differently than the game. Like, I'm not familiar with the game at all,
Right.
so I come at it with as unspoiled
Right.
eyes as possible.
Right. I'm
And
just saying.
you might have certain expectations that will be played with because they're going to want to do things differently or not.
You know what? I'm open because so far they have far exceeded my expectations. So I'm open to whatever they do in the future. But I'm just saying, if you're pissed off, there's no zombies in some episodes, chill out because that's what it is.
Oh,
Okay.
also, none of them are zombies. They're mushrooms, you guys.
I know, you guys.
It's a mushroom apocalypse.
Come on, it's a mushroom apocalypse.
You know, we might differ on this one, but I like where you go, but I'm going to stick with mine because it just comes out of my mouth that way.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
All right.
fine.
Tressa, the very first thing we see in this episode is Ellie doing the taxi driver, talking to me with her gun.
Uh-huh. She's never even seen that movie and she's doing it. She even said it. She didn't say it, but
she's like, I have never seen Taxi Driver.
But are you talking to me?
By Martin Scorsese.
Yep.
Really so the very first thing she's doing, she's pointing a gun at her own reflection in a mirror.
A mirror.
What the fuck are they trying to tell us?
Josh, a mirror.
I think it's important because usually it's important, but the fuck do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know where this is going, but I assume that is meaningful.
You assume all mirrors are. Go ahead.
I mean, I think that when you see a clock, when you see a mirror, when you see, I don't know, like really meaningful farts. Shadows and shit. Yeah, farts. Okay, so this whole episode is about a pun book.
Oh, God. I was going to look it up because...
Is it a real thing? It must be.
It's in the game, and it's so beloved that there's a Twitter account dedicated to Ellie's pun book. I love it so much.
It's pretty fun that it's dumb.
Yeah, of course. Like, it's a pun book.
Like, everybody hates puns, but at some point you're going to be disarmed by them.
By their charm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also get a porno mag.
Yes.
That's great.
That was one of the reasons we knew that Bill was gay in the game. It was that and just the mention of his partner, and that was it. So I don't think that this Bill would necessarily keep porn in his truck, but I'm glad that he did.
Obviously he did. I think you're wrong.
No, that was Frank's.
You think that was Frank's?
No.
Maybe they were sharing a library with other people.
Yes. They were trading with Joel and Tess.
Tess had a bear kink.
Yes.
All right, so that's the whole episode.
See you later, guys. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Joel and Ellie have, like, they're clearly growing closer. He's opening up to her on the road. She fucking shoots that dude after Joel almost gets murdered.
Way to jump ahead. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Let's not take this like
No,
Uh,
for sure. But at the
yeah.
same time, come on, dude. Like they're
I'm just saying,
driving.
let's just talk about it.
Yeah,
Let's just
for
have a
sure.
freewheeling, loosey goosey.
Absolutely. They're driving to Wyoming, obviously. That has been established. They don't unfortunately go through Omaha, so I could be a dick about it like you were with Boston.
Well, they decided they were going to take 76 to 70 the whole way.
Which is not how I would have gone, but fine, whatever.
All right, Tressa Maps.
Yeah, I guess they get stuck in Kansas City. But on the way through, we get to see like a herd of buffalo, dilapidated amusement park, Arby's, boats that are just all capsized, military vehicles, a collapsed train trestle with a train that is just dangling from it.
Yeah, it's a world in
Oh,
ruins.
it's so fun to watch.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Like the art direction on this is really fun.
Yeah.
They get to camp under starry skies. They're
Mhm.
eating 20-year-old Chef Boyardee
Hell yeah.
and percolating some disgusting coffee, apparently.
Yeah.
And of course, Joel can't sleep or doesn't sleep.
Well, he was fine with it until Ellie was like, we're safe though, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, fuck."
Well, he reassures her, yes, don't worry. No one
Yes.
knows we're here.
Right.
And then we cut to him standing guard.
Yeah. He's going with the apocalypse, I'm never going to sleep routine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's untenable,
I
but it's
mean,
understandable.
absolutely.
Like if I just make it a few days, then I'll make it to safety
If I don't die from
and
never
I'll be able to
sleeping.
crash.
Right.
Yeah. So, she's like telling him her stupid puns and asking him about himself. And they've got a long drive. So he opens up, he's talking about him and Tommy and how they met up with Tess and got to Boston.
Met Marlene. He joined the Fireflies.
Tommy was a joiner. He joined the army and then he joined up with Marlene and the Fireflies. And who knows what the fuck
He just
Tommy's
wanted to
up
be a
to
hero.
next.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to be a hero. Is that a thing that he said?
Yeah,
Because
he said that's why they called him a joiner, because he just wanted to be a hero and he was going to find a way to do that.
Joel, when you point one finger away, four fingers are pointing straight back at you.
Oh,
because his whole fucking thing
mm-hmm.
is he's the hero. Even if he's a failure, he's not.
No.
He's oh my god, yes.
Not in his eyes. He
doesn't recognize that about himself.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't.
But like his entire purpose in life is to get Ellie safely to this like place with the doctors. He says, "You're cargo to me," but he doesn't believe that. Or at least he doesn't want to believe that.
No,
he wants to believe that he believes that.
Right. But he doesn't want to believe that. Like he's in denial is what it is.
Look, here's a guy who witnessed the murder of his daughter and countless other horrific events in the past 20 years, and he has not lost his humanity.
No.
He's had to bury it deep down in order to do what he had to survive.
Yes. At one point, Ellie asks him if he's ever killed an innocent person. And his answer is, so anyway, but he won't answer that question, which means he absolutely has, and he's not proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, like there's so many possible answers to that question that he could have given her, and instead not answering at all says all of them.
Yeah.
Right? Like the answer, first of all, is yes.
Mm-hmm.
The further answer is, is anyone innocent?
Nobody is innocent. It's the fucking apocalypse. People are just trying to survive.
Except even the worst of the worst, like these people are still people. They're human beings. Like, okay, so they get all the way to Kansas City where the fucking road is blocked and they make the questionable choice to try to back up and go around.
Okay. Obviously we couldn't have this episode without them having the blocked tunnel, whatever. But why didn't they just go around it? Even if they had to drive on grass just to get around it, why did they not do that? They went through the whole goddamn fucking city. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, so later in the episode, okay, so they get fucking caught in an ambush, and it seems like Joel should have known by the way that the tunnel was fucked up that this is like gonna lead you to a trap.
Look, nobody doesn't like Sara Lee, but don't put your goddamn truck right in front of a tunnel. Everyone knows that that is a trap. Everybody, especially Joel, knows that's a trap. Joel.
Yeah.
Joel.
So they get lost. They don't have Tressa maps to guide them. They just have paper maps. They're in the middle of what is supposed to be Kansas City.
Ellie doesn't really know how to read a map. It's her second day in a car. Come on, give her a break. And
hey, do you know the song Train to Kansas City? No, the train from, do you know the song The Train from Kansas City?
I do not.
It's like a Shangri-La's, it's a tearjerker.
Are you going to sing it for us or what?
Train from Kansas City, rolling into town. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joel and Ellie go the long way around, and it turns out to be the long, long, long way around.
Yeah. So we all know, obviously, it's an ambush. A guy's like, help me. I'm in the middle of the street. Please help me.
And she's like, are you going to help him? And even she, who doesn't know, should know. She was raised in a federal orphanage, which I surmise is like somewhere between a prison and a Hitler youth camp, and possibly a place where horrible things were done to her.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because, okay, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, no, she has been fighting for her life since birth. There's no way. No one's protecting her. She was raised in a government orphanage, basically.
No. Yeah, but a government orphanage that's like
fascists.
Yes, it's okay. So apparently we learn from Frank and Bill that the Nazis really do run the government now.
Right. I mean, Nazis just code for fascists that commits genocide at every turn, but
they're bad guys.
Yeah, they're not great.
So yeah, so this dude is in the street, and Joel's like, we got to get the fuck out of here. But unfortunately, there were those like tire track blowout things.
Spike strips.
Yeah, spike strips in the road to blow out the tires. And a guy drops like a keg of beer on their windshield or whatever.
Yeah, it's just what's it called? Goldberg. It's just a whole bunch of shit that happens.
Oh, a Rube Goldberg. It's a Rube Goldberg.
Yeah,
it's a Rube Goldberg of mushroom apocalypse ambush.
Yeah. And so they're fucked. They crash into a laundromat, and
that's when the shooting starts.
They gotta leave everything behind. That was such a bummer. They like had so much great survival shit because of Bill, and it's all
they could fucking
gone.
Camp and have coffee and all the good stuff.
A little oven, stove. They could have baked cookies. They were set. Nope.
So, okay, there are two guys out there that tried to ambush them. Joel sees a hole in the wall and is like, Ellie, get in that hole in the wall. I'm going to tell you when to go, and you stay there until I tell you to come out, and that's it. And she's like, okay.
Absolutely.
He covers her with fire. He right away, he shoots one. She gets in that hole. He shoots the other. All's quiet for a minute, and then there's a third guy.
Right when his gun, what's it called? What's it called on the line? Sorry. Wait. Nope. Hold on. I'm almost there. I'm so sorry. Jammed. Jesus Christ. Joel's gun jams, and right then a guy comes in the back door and basically it's a bad situation. Joel tries to knock him out and it doesn't work. And he gets the best of Joel and he's got him and he's strangling him.
Yeah, he's choking him out with his gun. He's on top of him. Ellie has her fucking secret gun that she got from Bill's drawer.
Right next to Bear Kink. And
she's like, I guess I'll leave the porno mag, but I'm taking the
gun. By the way, that was such a fun scene. Why are all these pages stuck together? That's
I'm
weird.
Just fucking with you.
Anyway. So she's like, she knows something's up because there's not a lot of noise except for struggle. So she goes out there.
She comes a creeping and she's strapped and she shoots this dude in the back.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're not fighting anymore. My name is Brian. Let's be friends. We can trade. My mom is nearby. Here, I have a really nice knife. I'm going to give it to you as a peace offering.
He knows all the tricks. He's like, if I humanize myself.
He says everything. He's working double time. His brain is like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, I've got to do anything to save my life.
He's just a baby. But in that shot, she paralyzed him. He can't move his legs.
Joel confiscates Ellie's gun, but doesn't say anything like, you shouldn't have had this or anything like that. He also doesn't say anything comforting to her immediately.
No, I think everyone's in a weird state right there.
Yeah, he almost died. She saved his life. This guy is about to die on the floor.
I mean, he's still catching his breath.
Joel's like, go back in the other room. And then he kills the dude with a knife.
Yep. Woo! So now they've got to hide out.
Bullets are precious, and God only knows how many other people are out there that would hear gunshots.
Absolutely. So we get to meet Kathleen now, and she's interrogating some guy about some stuff that I don't totally get right now. But somebody told somebody something, and now she wants to know where that somebody is.
Yeah, so like what we get in this conversation, she is the leader of like these people.
Yeah.
That have okay, so Kathleen's amazing. Kathleen is not Fedra, and she's not a Firefly. She's an ordinary person who has become the leader of these people in Kansas City that overthrew Fedra. And Fedra was like doing all sorts of horrible shit, like torturing and killing people.
Right. Because that's what they do. And their quarantine, like Kansas City's quarantine zone is down. That does not exist anymore. So it's like a free for all. Kathleen has her like people that follow her and listen to her. And then the other people that we don't really know anything about.
Oh, wait, how many other people? I thought okay, so I misunderstood. My understanding was basically everyone had banded together, but not everyone necessarily politically agrees, because she is holding, she's holding at gunpoint in a cell the doctor who delivered her as a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, she's just taken over for Fedra at this point. With her like trying to get away from Fedra, she has replaced them. And she's trying,
this is like the French Revolution. Right?
Exactly. She's reading off a list.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they overthrow the monarchs, the royals, the elite, and there's this terror because all they're doing is killing everybody, and anyone could be accused of being like counter-revolutionary and taken down immediately.
Absolutely. And she's reading the list of people off to this guy, and she's like, where the fuck are these people? He's like, come on, just let me go. I mean, come on, we're cool. So yeah, there are another set of people. I don't know if it's a huge group of people that she's trying to take down, but there's a different faction that are trying to escape her now.
Well, is that just everyone else is labeled a collaborator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're not necessarily a group together, but yeah, to her they are.
Right. Like her rhetoric to her group is everyone is a collaborator,
Yeah.
bring them down. Every single one of them has to die. And Henry, he's out there somewhere. Her, so there were cars patrolling that found Brian's body.
Mhm.
She's obviously Brian's mom.
Is
Because
she? Is that
I
what's going on? I don't
when
know.
when Brian said my mom is nearby,
Hmm.
like she's obviously the important person here.
Okay.
You know, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I think that Brian is her son because when she learns that he's dead and cannot be helped by
No,
any
she was talking
doctor,
about someone else. There were two bodies there, and there was someone holding the other guy's chest. And she was like, "Can he be revived if we have a doctor?" And he's like, "No, he's done. He's gone."
I think you're wrong.
No, because I watched it 2 times because I
Oh, all
thought the
right.
same thing.
Fuck. Oh, okay. All
Brian's right
right.
next to him, but that doesn't mean she's not his mom. I don't know I don't know what the fuck is going on, Josh. I don't know who these people are.
Okay. Um, so the guys that did the ambush are dead. They cannot be helped by this doctor in prison. And the doctor hasn't given up any information on Henry, who is a counterinsurgent or whatever you want to call him.
Sure.
And she didn't kill him, although she put a gun to his head. Now she goes back, says, open up the cell, and without a word, executes him.
Yep. Good night.
Yeah. She tells every single one of her people, or, find the collaborators. She orders them all to find the collaborators and to kill them all. They all work with Henry. And whoever it is, these mercenaries that have come into Kansas City, Henry must have called them.
So is Henry and Sam those two kids at the end?
I'm pretty sure.
This whole thing is for a couple of fucking
Mm-hmm.
children.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So she goes on patrol, like everyone's doing the search thing. She and a guy named Perry, who apparently is the same actor that played Tommy in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
How cool is that? Good for
That's very
him.
cool. Yeah. I think they did that a lot in the show, and I like that. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, I think that's nice for the people that made the game a success and fun for the fans. So, okay. So she and Perry go on a fucking crazy adventure. They see some things. First of all, they go to where Henry and Sam had been living, and there are like little kid drawings of superheroes and empty cans of food.
Yes, some art department little kid drawings. No, it doesn't have to be good. It's a children's drawing. Go ahead. It's fine. It's fine. Just make superheroes. I thank you, art department. Anyway, so they've been hiding out in this attic and there's empty cans.
Right. So all we knew about at this point was Henry. And she says he's not going to let Sam starve and they're out of food.
He's like,
and then
Perry's like, hold up. I got one more thing to show you.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. They go the opposite way down to the basement. We go into the storage room.
Down.
Open the door, and there's a huge pit in the storage room. That's weird.
The concrete floor is shattered.
Yeah.
And it is buckling as something is fighting to get up.
It's like a vibrating and oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is.
I think we know exactly what that is.
What?
Well, we know that these mushroom people can like connect to each other from miles away underground.
Yes, but I've never seen anything in this show move up and down like that so much. It quivered and it was like It was like mini explosions underneath that cement.
I think that there are some really big bad mushroom guys underneath there that are going to explode out, and it's going to be Island of the Mushroom People all over again.
Oh
I
no.
think.
No, I mean, I don't know what else it could be unless they are introducing a completely new thing to this mushroomopolis.
Mushroom apocalypse.
Whatever, dude. You know I'm right.
Whatever, dude.
So
All
Joel
right.
and
So here,
yeah,
yeah. Go on.
Joel and Ellie break into what we assume is a skyscraper because they were talking about a really big building across the street. And it's got 45, we know he has 45 floors, and they're going to go as far as Joel can go. He's 56. We learned that he's 56.
I think we already knew that.
Did we?
I think so.
I didn't know that. All right. So,
Yeah, because we have him in flashback times and then we have him in present day times. And so
right. But did they say his age in
I think
flashback
they said,
time?
I want to say that they said it in the first episode.
Oh, well, fine.
They
Whatever.
might, maybe not. Maybe I just dreamed it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's not important, but that just seemed so much older than I was expecting, even though it makes perfect sense.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. They have a conversation, and I think this takes place before they get up in that tower.
Yeah.
They're like hiding out watching, you know,
Oh, they're in the high-low bar. Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah, they were hiding while they were searching the whole city, and they're waiting for the trucks to leave so they can go to the skyscraper. And
They have a really heartfelt, meaningful conversation. It doesn't go perfectly. He
no,
tries to comfort her, and
she,
they're having a very complicated conversation about Ellie hurting that guy Brian, and she dries tears and she says it wasn't her first time.
right.
And it's like, is she like a survivor? Is she a serial killer in training? Has
No,
she had horrible things happen to her and she's just had to do what she's had to do?
I mean, I assume that's what it is. The whole thing, like that whole conversation, Joel is just heartbroken that this child has to go through this at all. Any part of any of this mushroom apocalypse.
And then we get this great paternal moment where he's like, let me show you how to hold a gun better. Because apparently, like Fedra, like they gave her training, but it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah, he shows her how to hold it so it couldn't be taken away from her if someone grabbed it. But he's
Right.
still like totally like, how do you even know how to hold this in the first place? It's because of Fedra.
Yeah. So he tells her, listen, you keep it in your bag along with your book of puns and probably some more gay porn that you didn't throw out yet. Right? Like that's the that bag of tricks is like, that is who she is. It's a pun book and it's a gun.
Yeah.
But except
And some snacks.
she doesn't put it in her bag. She puts it in her jacket pocket so she can be ready.
Yeah. It's gonna fall out. What do you do in your pocket? Come on.
So anyway, they climb that so they climb the stairs to that tower, and she's like asking him like, how did you know that that was an ambush? He's like, well, I've been on both sides of it.
We did what we had to do.
And she
It's a
asks him, did you
mushroomopolis.
kill innocent people?
So anyway, as I was telling Myrtle, I was saying
So I says to her, I says, I'll finish this later.
yeah. They get to their room and Joel knocks out a window and spreads the glass around for a really sad alarm system.
No, that's a good alarm system.
Okay. It makes me sad.
Yeah. So then before they go to sleep, he's like, what did you mean when you said it wasn't your first time? And
And
she's
she's
like,
like, anyway.
no, she's like, I don't want to talk about it. And her voice has changed.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
So
fine.
I think something really bad happened to her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know if it had to do with the way she got infected herself or if it was other stuff.
It's a mushroomopolis. It's got, I mean, it could be both. It could be one or the other, but it's could be both. Who fucking knows? She's a kid in an apocalypse. God damn, that's gotta fucking suck.
She's like,
Anyway.
hey, Joel, before you go to sleep, I notice that you don't hear too well out of one ear.
Mhm.
Is that like, because you got shot? He's like, no, it's more from shooting other people. And
So you should
then,
probably use that knife a lot as much as you can.
uh, you know, bad shit, man.
Yeah.
And then she tells him, she's like, Joel, did you know that Joel, did you know that diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
Yeah, it runs in your genes.
Come on, that was the best one yet. It was so good.
Right?
It's
And that makes
so
him laugh.
good.
He
Yeah,
laughs.
because it was the best one.
We have never seen Joel laugh.
No, we've never seen him smile. That was such a pure moment. Diarrhea makes everybody happy.
So then the very next thing is she's yelling because he did not hear the alarm system because he must have rolled over with his deaf ear up.
Yep.
Two little kids
Yeah.
have guns on them, and one of them has like face paint on.
Yeah, a mask face painted on his face.
Right? He's got like superhero face paint.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
That's the end of the episode, and it ends with a cover of that New Order song.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I used to think that the day would never come.
Da 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 da.
All right, so I'm fucking thrilled to learn more about Melanie Linsky's character. I want to know, like, I don't want to see flashbacks to like when life was normal for her. I just want to see this character in the present.
Yeah, for sure. Because dang, she is brutal. She's gone through some shit. So she's just going to lay the law down. And everyone's like, cool, we'll follow you to the ends of the earth right now. Great.
Yeah, so it would seem like I don't totally get why she is the leader of this group, but she is the leader of this group.
I'm sure we'll get a flashback on why she is, though, because that's how it works. And these kids, how are they the most feared people in this city? These children.
They were clearly members of the community.
Mm-hmm.
And like Henry, who is the older of the two kids, how old is that kid? 10?
Yeah, like seriously?
At most?
Younger than Ellie, and Ellie is a child. So what the fuck?
So if Henry gave Fedra info with a gun to his head, about somebody's activities, he's a fucking little kid.
Right. And that was her whole thing. Like, yeah, you might not have said anything about my brother, but Henry definitely did. So I'm going to murder him. And like, what would you expect a fucking child to do with a gun to his head? Are you that
Kathleen
delusional?
is a force of vengeance.
Yeah, that's her only force is vengeance. That's all she has in her back pocket.
There's a character from, you never read Game of Thrones? You might have watched Game of Thrones.
Correct.
There's a character that did not make it to the show called Lady Stoneheart, who was that's basically who Kathleen is here.
Does she have a heart of stone?
She was a mother who is now a force of just horrible retribution. And she is she becomes a cult leader. Like other people fall in line behind her, even though she's like this horrible monster.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. They're like, okay, you know what? There's chaos all around. This person has a plan. It might not be a good plan, but it is a plan.
I don't have to come up with my own plan, so this is fine.
Yeah, seems that way. And also, like, all these people in Kansas City seem to have taken all the Fedra stuff. Like, they have all the gear.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Fireflies were doing. They were stealing the Fedra stuff because it was good stuff. It was newer stuff.
It was the best stuff that was available, at least.
Right, exactly. which I was thinking about that because he mentioned at the beginning that gas breaks down, which I'm glad he mentioned because that's an issue I have with apocalypse stuff. The gas will break down and not be, if it's not fresh, it's not going to work in your car. So
How fresh does it have to be?
I have no idea, but he said that it has to be, they have to fill the tank every hour because it's almost water now. And so they talk about that, but they don't talk about the tires. Like these tires should be crap,
Oh shit.
right? Like
Fuck. You're
is
right.
Fedra making tires for their military gear? I don't know, but like I don't see how Bill's tires could even survive 20 years. That's crazy to me.
Oh, fuck, a bunch of bullshit. You're right.
Mhm.
Jesus. Yeah, so I mean, I don't actually want to see them have to like stop and gas up every 10 seconds.
Of course not.
But the fact that it's like an ongoing problem,
Hmm.
yeesh.
Right. What are they gonna come across every hour of their trip? I mean, obviously, that's not an issue right now. So who fucking knows? Even in car, it's gonna be a 25-hour drive. Fuck. How long of a
Oh,
walk is that?
by the way, I want to point out a thing that like, so, you know, on the road and like while they were like getting lost in Kansas City, we
Uh-huh.
see like old skeletons, but we also see a fresh pile that's still smoking.
Wouldn't that mean it's not fresh?
I mean,
Wait, a fresh pile of skeletons.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like
No,
mushroom fungus file.
no, no, no.
Pile.
No, there's like a pile of like dead bodies and like black ash, and
Yeah.
it's still smoldering, I guess.
Were they pirates?
Were they smoldering pirates?
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't realize it was still smoking. I just thought
I
it was
think
like,
so. I think so. I think that that's like how fresh the overthrow of Thedra in this place was.
damn, that's fucking fresh, hot off
Right?
the oven. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because they've got this doctor in a cell
Yeah.
and he doesn't look like he's been there forever and a day.
Nah. It's wild.
Yeah. Fuck. Joel, you should have gone a different way.
Joel, how did you not know? Huh?
Hey, it's fucking crazy out there.
It
Things
sure is.
change. So maybe he's been through those parts before, but whatever happened before, it's different now.
Why is he even going that way? He should have taken 90 through like Pennsylvania, then Ohio, then Indiana, then Iowa, then Nebraska, through Colorado. Like, why is he going through Kansas City? That seems way out of the way for Wyoming. What is he doing?
You're doing the SNL sketch, The Californians.
The Midwest version,
Yeah.
awesome.
Do you know that sketch?
Yeah, yes, because it reminds
Oh
me of
my God, Sebastian, what are you doing here? Oh, it was really easy. I got on the 405 and then I switched to the 10 and then I took the 101 and then I got off at Cahuenga and I drove through on surface streets.
yeah. I thought I was doing Josh in Boston, but that makes sense too.
Yeah, I mean, the real problem with this episode is we don't get to see any of Boston. We don't get to hear Ellie's Boston accent.
The famous mountains of Boston.
The
Yeah.
famous mountains of Boston. Strange times. Guys, that is the whole episode. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks
Good
so much for
times.
joining us.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See, I'm good at closing.
That's great. That's great. That's great. I'm stopping. I'm exporting. I'm sending it to you. I think, I don't know how much of the, I like,
Oh my God, what? What's up?
uh, I don't know. I'm just like in my head, I'm sort of like pre-editing.
Yeah, don't worry about it because you're gonna actual edit in a couple minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I know stuff is gonna get cut. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. No, I know. All right. Let me send you this attachment. I used to think that the day would never come. Blah, 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 blah.
Da 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 da.
Okay. Oh, wait, I can do this as a WeTransfer. WeTransfer. Hello, WeTransfer.
Oh, we're live again because I started again because I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it. I keep pushing that fucking button.
Way to go, stupid.
Yeah, I'm a big dumb dummy.
Ba, 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 ba.
And we had 2 viewers more than the actual show.
Really?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Son of a
Uh,
bitch. Well, let's entertain them.
no, I already deleted it.
Oh, well. All right, so that's uploading and sending to you right now. If you can sync it and send it back,
I will do so shortly.
turn it around to you and soon if I can. Shows me a new screen now, but it's there. It's sent to you.